Welcome to Shift Sessions. Hello, my name is Brenda Zuniga, and I'm going to be your facilitator slash host this week, and I'm so glad you're here and so glad to be here. Hello, everybody. Hello. I love this. Amazing. So, I'm going to be letting people join. So let me know where you're joining from, by the way. Hello, where are you joining from? Hello, everybody. I see Melissa. Hello, we have a new guest. Carrie, Joey, Diana, Cherry's Bomb, Mo, Movie. Hello, where are you joining from? Hello, I see Dean. Hello, welcome. All right. Mo says Encinitas. I am so jelly right now. It's amazing. Melissa says from Portland, Oregon. Oh, I love Oregon. It's amazing. Cherry says Seattle. I love Seattle too. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love all of this. Dean says DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth. Let's go. Let's go. TheShift.com. Community says thanks for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be here, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Joey, Las Vegas, and dear darling. Oh, I love it. Diana, hello from Las Vegas, baby. Let's go. Las Vegas. You know, it's my first summer here, really experiencing it, and it is hot. It is very hot. Props to everybody who survives these summers. Hello, Nadia. Hello. Bewick Baker Batcher. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Okay. So thanks again for joining. Brandon from outside of Portland, Maine. Hello, Brandon. Welcome. Portland, Maine. Ooh. Nadia says hello from Long Beach. Hello, Nadia. Ooh, Long Beach sounds great. I love the Queen Mary, by the way. Long Beach is awesome. All right. So, again, thanks again for joining. It's great to take a pause, right? It's great to take a pause today. It's 6 p.m. PST, all right? And we're all going through a lot, right? So these shift sessions are here to help us shift into a better state. So I'm really grateful to be here. And you know, this is a short window to check in, okay? To see where we are mentally, emotionally, and give ourselves some time to connect with ourselves. You know, and even though we're all in different places, to connect with each other, right? So just knowing that we're all here to shift our state, okay, a bit better, we can all shift it together because we're all in this together. This is all about community. So I love that all of you mentioned where you're from. Connect with each other, okay? This is going to be pretty interactive, so I'm really excited too. And today, I will be leading us in a 30-minute session about self-compassion with a lot of tools, all right? We're going to do like a mini workshop, okay? I'm going to go through these tools, and we're all going to collectively, all right, have a really nice session where we can just breathe, tap, express our gratitude, right? Talk to our inner child, and show ourselves a lot of self-compassion. Because we need it and we deserve it. Hello, I see Vida is here. Hello. I see Sigachev has joined as well. Hello, everybody. So, and also, I'm going to stay on and answer some questions afterwards as well. And none of this is to replace medical advice. I want to make sure I say that as well, okay? I would love to share some of the tools that have helped me tremendously and who help my clients, help the attendees and participants when I'm doing workshops. I mean, all these tools are rooted in neuroscience, okay? All of these tools are rooted in neuroscience, and they have absolutely changed my life for the best. And what better time right now than to collectively all of us come together and practice these tools together, right? Amazing. So, let's see. All right, so we're going to start off with the first technique. The first technique is about gratitude. How many of you know the benefits of gratitude? Okay, feel free to raise your hand, feel free to put a little heart or to comment and to be like, me. Because when we're grateful, it feels really good, right? Now, keyword feeling. Okay, keyword is in the feeling. Hi, Ash. Hello, Alexandra. Hello, everybody. I'm going to be saying hi to people as they walk in as well. When we practice gratitude, it not only benefits our current reality for when we express it, but it changes our brain. How does it change our brain? It helps combat negativity bias. What is negativity bias, Brenda? Please explain. Negativity bias, okay, is something that all of us have, all right? And now, for those of you who have joined and know a little bit about me, you know that I'm a comedian, mindfulness coach, motivational speaker. I do these things and I blend a lot of comedy and explain these things, right, in great detail. But right here, I'm going to shorten it a little bit, okay? So what is negativity bias? That is when our brain seems to stick with the negative experiences way more than the neutral or positive. And we're all wired this way. It goes back to caveman era, okay, where we needed to focus on the danger, okay? We needed to see where the lions and the tigers were in order for us to stay safe. But our brains did not catch up to now there are no lions or tigers outside, right? At least I don't think so, not in my front yard. But our brains haven't caught up yet. So it is our responsibility to begin to rewire that. And what is one of the ways that we can is by practicing gratitude, having a gratitude practice. Now, this doesn't mean to just say it and that's it. You can try that, and that is a start. But what really counts for our brain to register that this is something that's going to rewire our brain is for us to feel it, okay? When we feel the gratitude that we're expressing, that sends a completely different neurological message to our brain saying, we are safe, aren't we? Things are okay, right? We don't have a lion or tiger outside, huh? Right? At least I don't think so. At least I can't see one. And it makes us stay in that state until it dips again, and then we can practice that gratitude again. So let's practice it right now. How about let's write down 2 things that we are grateful for, okay? If you're able to join in on the chat, okay, and type, write down 2 things that you're grateful for. But as you're writing, I want you to feel it. I want you to sit back, and I want you to feel it like, And there's no such thing as a dumb thing to be grateful for. You can be grateful for the doorknob that's on a door. I know it may sound silly, but hey, doorknobs, they open doors, all right? They open doors and they keep doors locked. I am very grateful for the invention of a doorknob, just letting you know. So whatever it is, write down 2 things that you are grateful for. You know, what are 2 things that you're grateful for? I'm going to start first. I'm very grateful for the roof over my head. I'm very grateful for the roof over my head, and I'm very grateful to be here with all of you today. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And so now I'm going to read some of what you're writing. Nadia says, I'm grateful for my health and my family. Also so grateful for chocolate. Yes! Health, family, and chocolate. That's what I'm talking about. Melissa says, I feel grateful to be aware in my body. Yes, what a gift, right? To be aware in this body. That is such a gift. Mo says, grateful for my amazing daughter and grateful for the sunshine and breeze. Oof, I love that. Thank you for sharing. Cherry says, my family, friends, my health. I love that. Family and friends and health. Health is wealth. And our friends, my gosh, we would not be here without them, right? I love that. Movie puts a heart right back at you, movie. Dean says, sons and friends. Love that. Love that you're grateful for your sons. It's so beautiful. And your friends. Bennett says, music and the sun. Music and the sun. I feel like those are lyrics, right? For a song. That's really cool. I love this. Joey says, I'm grateful for my family and friends. And it's so true. Family and friends make this world go round. I love that. One last one, Melissa says, I feel so grateful for a close relationship with my teen. She's rad and I'm grateful she trusts me and confides in me. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And as somebody who talks to teens, who's a motivational speaker at a lot of middle schools and high schools, listen, teens are the best. I love teens. They are so wise, so funny and witty, and they're at a very pivotal age where they're becoming adults and their brains are changing. So the fact that you even have this patience and this beautiful relationship with your teen, that speaks volumes. Okay, that speaks volumes, and I'm very grateful for that too, because our teens need that. Our teens need that support at home. Okay, our teens need a parent that they feel very safe with. So thank you for that. I love that. Amazing. So how did that feel? It felt really good, right? Just practicing a little gratitude. All right. So now I'm going to move on to the next one, and it is our breathing. How often, when we're panicking or having a little bit of anxiety or stressed out, people are like, breathe, breathe, just breathe. Right? Just breathe. And what's something that usually happens? Someone usually goes, right? They lift the shoulders and they're like, but it doesn't really make us feel that much better, does it? The key is about doing belly breathing, okay? Belly breathing is what's going to activate our parasympathetic system. Our parasympathetic system is the system that lets our brain know we are calm, we're cool, we're collected, okay? And next week, I'm gonna give a little shout out. Next week, we're gonna have Melissa give us a wonderful breathwork shift session. So please tune in next week. Okay, so she's gonna go, her whole session is gonna be about breathwork. I'm only gonna cover a little bit of breathwork, but this is important enough for us to get into the rhythm of doing some belly breathing, okay? Again, this is what's going to tell our brain and our body that we are calm, we're cool, we're collected. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to put your hand over your chest, okay? I want you to put your hand on your stomach, okay? And it's okay if you need to put the phone down and you can just hear me. That's okay. But what I would love for you to do is, as you're taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, I want you to keep your chest as still as possible. And I want you to envision the breath going down all the way from your nose, down your throat, down to the belly, okay? And as you inhale through the nose, I want you to see and I want you to feel your belly expand. The more your belly expands, the better. And as you exhale, I want you to exhale through your mouth. And I want it to be nice and slow, okay? As you exhale through your mouth nice and slow, you are going to see your stomach naturally cave in. That's what we want to have, okay? Remember, inhale through your nose, keep your chest still as possible, have your belly expand. As you exhale through the mouth, your belly will cave in, okay? We're gonna inhale for 4 seconds through the nose, and we're gonna exhale for 6 seconds. Okay? Inhale through the nose for 4, exhale for 6, and I'm gonna guide us, okay? Ready? Everybody ready? Ready? And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. We're going to do it again, okay? One last time. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. You see how quick that was? Inhale for 4, out through 6. Would anyone like to share how they felt as they practiced this quick breathing technique? That is all about self-compassion for ourselves. If we're ever feeling overwhelmed or stressed, or even just want to practice that nice, loving, self-compassion energy of, hey, I'm taking care of us, right? Amazing. Diana says, relaxing. Oh, love it. I love it. Melissa says, safe and happy in my body. Yes. And this is Melissa, by the way. Okay, Melissa will be leading a shift session next week, so tune in for that. I'll be present. Nadia says, so relaxing. Can I sleep now? Almost Nadia, almost Nadia. After the session, the shift session, we can absolutely sleep. Mo says, calm. Amazing. Dean says, centered and relaxed. Amazing. Bennett says, grounded. Yes, with the peace sign. So peaceful. Melissa, I love it. Yes, that was hilarious. Joey says, lighter, and she put a little feather emoji. Right? Even though I was just guiding it, okay? And I wasn't actively doing that breath work with you all, because I've done it so many times. And even though as I'm guiding, I get into a flow, I can feel the lightness come about as well. Hi, Yasmin. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody who is still joining us. I love it. So glad you're here. All right, so that was a little bit of breath work. Now let's move on to the next one. Our next technique. We are going to do a mini EFT round, okay? This is a mini EFT round. If any of you know about my workshops, okay, my mindfulness and comedy workshops that I do, I know some of you have attended these workshops, and thank you so much. I practice a lot of EFT, and I go in depth, and it's usually my last technique that I do, because it can be so relaxing. But this time it's going to be a miniature version of it, so that we can also do the other ones, right? But every technique is going to get us into a deeper and deeper sense of calm, okay? So a little mini EFT tapping round. What is EFT tapping, first of all? It's emotional freedom technique, okay? All of us have meridian points in our body, all right, that store a lot of stress and anxiety and store a lot of energy, that if we begin to tap, followed by a positive affirmation, okay, it signals to the brain that we are calm, we are safe. It brings us into the body, which is so key when our mind decides to run, right? And starts to branch, which is an actual term that can happen when we are experiencing anxiety, right? We start branching. We start to come up with the worst case scenario, and it starts to snowball, right? So EFT tapping is a wonderful technique to bring us right back into the body, okay? So we're gonna do a really quick round, and I would love for all of you to repeat after me, okay? As we tap in these points, okay? And as we tap and as we say these positive affirmations, okay, I want you to feel them in your body. And as you feel them in your body, I also want you to inhale and exhale the way we just did. Can you do it? I know you can do it. I know you can do it. All right, so let's do this together, okay? Ooh, Nadia says it's her first time. Let's go, Nadia. You're going to have a blast, and you're in great hands. So if anybody has any questions, okay, please feel free to also put them in the chat, okay? Amazing. So we're going to start with the karate chop right here. We're going to tap, 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 tap. You can use this. You can do your fingers like this. You can do your hand like that. Doesn't matter. Whatever feels comfortable for you. You're going to tap, 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 tap. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Nice deep breath out through the mouth. Beautiful. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Take a nice deep breath out through the mouth. Beautiful. And we're going to say, even though there's a lot going on around me, I am safe, and I love and accept myself for who I am. Even though there's a lot going on around me, I am safe, and I love and accept myself for who I am. Shift community, if you would please type out that statement into the chat so everybody watching can repeat that statement as well. even though there's a lot going on around me, I am safe, and I love and accept myself for who I am. Beautiful. Next tapping point, right in between the eyebrows, right here. We're going to tap. And we're going to say, I am safe, I am love, and I accept myself for who I am. I am safe, I am love, and I accept myself for who I am. Take a nice deep breath in. Take a nice deep breath out. I am safe, I am love, and I love and accept myself for who I am. Beautiful. Next meridian point is going to be side of the eyes. Side of the eyes. Tap, tap, tap. Feel that stress being released from the body. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Beautiful. Now repeat after me. I love who I am, and everything is going to be okay. I love who I am, and everything is going to be okay. I love who I am, and everything is going to be okay. Beautiful. Next meridian point, we're going to be underneath the eye. And you're going to say, I am safe, I am love, everything will be okay. I am safe, I am love, and everything will be okay. The next meridian point, we're going to do right here, clavicles, right at the edge, right at the start. We're going to find these bones. We're going to tap, 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 tap. Take a nice deep breath in. Take a nice deep breath out. We're going to tap, tap, tap. And you're going to say, even though there is a lot going on around me, I am safe, I am love, and I accept myself for who I am. It is there in the chat box, in the chat, for you to read as well, and I'm going to say it again. Even though there is a lot going on around me, I am safe, I am love, and I accept myself for who I am. Beautiful. Feel yourself getting into your body. Feel yourself getting into the body with so much love, releasing so much stress and anxiety that we're trapped in this meridian point. Next meridian point, it's going to be top of the head. Top of the head, we're going to tap, 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 tap with so much love, so much love, so much love for ourselves, for everything that we're going through as a collective, as an individual. So much that we're holding on to right now. We're showing ourselves so much self-compassion. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Nice deep breath out through the mouth. Feel all that stress melt away as you tap in this meridian point. And we're going to say, I am safe, I am love, and I accept myself for who I am. I am safe, I am love, and I accept myself for who I am. And we're going to end this EFT tapping technique, okay, with a nice big self-compassion hug, like this. And in this self-compassion hug, you're going to say, I'm going to say my name, you're going to say your name, deal? Okay, I'm going to say, thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda, for all that you do. I love you. Beautiful. Now you say that with your name. I'll say it again. Thank you, Brenda, for all that you do. I love you. How does that feel? How does that feel? I want to hear from you. How did that EFT, that quick mini EFT round, feel for all of you? Put it in the chat. Or give a heart. But I'd love to hear about how that was for you. Because it was wonderful for me. I feel so much more present in my body. Nadia says, I'm tingling all over. Wonderful. Yes. Yes. That's wonderful. That means that you released a lot that was stored and trapped in those meridian points. Absolutely. The tingling is completely normal, okay? Please do not be scared about it. Thank you for sharing that, Nadia. Diana says, oh, those cutesy eyes. I love it. That means she loved it. Dean says, bliss. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yes, total bliss. Vita says, heart, heart, heart. I love it. Mo says, recalibration. Beautiful. Doesn't it feel like a big, nice recalibration of the body? Right? So simple. So simple. You can practice these techniques anytime. Nice self-compassion techniques. I love this. Now, the next technique is that self-compassion hug that we just did. Okay, but this time, we're going to have it be a lot more intentional. Okay? Joey says, heart, face all over. So she also feels the love. I love this. Siga Chef says, very useful. Yes, it is so, so useful. I love that you mentioned that. Thank you. And now we're going to have another useful tool called the self-compassion hug. Okay, so all of us, we're going to give ourselves a hug. Give ourselves a nice big hug like this, okay? I mean, my arm's a little twisted. I should say my hand. But that's okay. You can hug yourself however it is, like this, or like this, or like this, whatever it is, okay? But just give yourself a nice big hug. Cherries says, I feel so in tune with my body. Yes, that is the point of all of this. I love that you're feeling that way. Thank you for sharing that with us. And this big hug that we're doing, okay? This self-compassion hug. I was rocking back and forth a little bit. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I'm assuming that some of you are also rocking back and forth like this. Now, there is a reason for that, okay? Why are we rocking a little bit like this? Because this self-compassion hug triggers our mammalian caregiving system. What does that mean? That means that when we were born, the first thing that happened is that we were held. That's the very first thing that happened. So when we were held, our brain registered that as a safe and nurturing experience. Okay? Isn't that beautiful? And our brain cannot tell the difference between us hugging ourselves right now and us getting hugged back then for safety. Isn't that incredible? It does not know the difference. So as you're hugging yourself right now, you are telling yourself you are a safe person. You are a person that you can trust. You are a person that is safe to be close to. And as you know, we all have a sphere of personal space, correct? We all have a sphere. Who we deem safe, who we do not deem safe. And depending on how close we feel, we're going to, decide whether you get to be close or not. Hello, everybody that is joining. Jess, Party Boss NJ. All right, hello, everybody. We are doing a self-compassion hug. Mrs. Demo 23, hello, welcome. We are doing a self-compassion hug, so feel free to join us right now. Start hugging yourself. Start hugging yourself. I just explained what happens to the brain and body when we hug ourselves. It registers it as a safe experience. This calms us down. This gets us back into the body. So congratulations. This is a self-compassion tool that you can use anytime that you are feeling overwhelmed, that you're feeling anxious, you're feeling stressed. Do not underestimate how simple these tools are. They may seem so silly, and they may be so simple, but they are incredibly powerful when done in repetition and disciplined with them every day. Diana says, I can walk like that all day. Let's go, Diana, let's go. Let's walk up. You know what? We will inspire so many people if we do this, okay? Yes, people will watch that and go, what are they doing? And then they'll see us hug each other like this, hug ourselves, and they'll be like, well, let me try it. Why are they walking like that? And then they hug themselves and they feel better about themselves. And then look at that. Now we just started a chain reaction. Diana, you're onto something. We just started a chain reaction of people feeling better about themselves. I love that. Yes. So this is a self-compassion hug, okay? Amazing. How are you feeling after that self-compassion hug? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. How are you feeling after that? I feel really good. I feel really in my body again. It kind of distracted me from how hot it is right now in my bedroom. Well, my office, I should say. This is my office space, my office bedroom. And whoo, it is hot. AC does not somehow come into my office. So it definitely distracted me from how hot it is. I love it. I love it. Diana says, I'm on self-compassion hug. You're still hugging. I love it. Keep hugging. Keep hugging. You know? It feels so good. Again, I feel really into my body. I love this. Nadia says, it was really powerful to hug myself and say, Nadia, I love you. You're amazing. I never do that. Thank you for sharing that with us, Nadia. Thank you. And thank you for doing it. Thank you for trusting me to do so. Thank you for trusting yourself to follow through with this technique as well. That's incredible. Thank you. Diana says, Brenda, you need to take off your jacket. Girl, I need to take off this jacket, but for the purpose of this video, I cannot. It is hot. It is hot. It's like I don't know that movie. It's like that volcano movie. There's a volcano movie, but I swear I'm in it. Right now. Fire Draft or The Draft. I don't know. It was a 90s movie or something. I feel like that's where I'm at. Cherry says, self-compassion hugs are my favorite thing you taught me. I feel the love coming from myself. Oh, yes, Cherries. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy that you love this technique. Yes. Joey says, it felt so good. I'm glad we did this. Loved it. Yes. You know what? These are all tools that I teach my clients. Okay. And some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you have seen my workshops. Some of you have, been taught by me, one-on-one, these techniques as well. And I've never heard somebody go, oh, that was terrible with the self-compassion hug. Never. Because it's something that we don't normally do, right? But this is a moment for us to give ourselves something that we could have never even thought is something that we really needed and really helps. So I love this. Diana says, your self-love is way too hot. Girl, it's the hottest. It is the hottest for sure. Melissa says, Joe versus the volcano. I could have sworn it has to be, you know what? Let's just lump all the volcano movies. That's how it feels inside this office of mine. Melissa says, loved every one of these tools. Love that they only take a few minutes and I feel like a completely new me. Yes, 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 yes. It says, when we get our show back up and running, I want to have you guys on again. Everything you do is so important. Yes, love that. Cherries, it's Backdraft. Yes, it is Backdraft. That you are correct. That is the movie. And so one last technique that I want to leave you all with, okay? And then I can open it up for Q&A. You can comment. You can, say whatever it is that you want to say. Is the inner child awareness technique. Now, this is another technique that I'm adding into my workshops, and I do workshops for schools, corporates, nonprofits, events, the works, where I bring, again, my comedy and mindfulness education, blend it together, and I perform it for everybody. And we do these tools. And this is a miniature version of this, okay? But all of us have an inner child within us. All of us, okay? We all have that inner child that is like a very innocent part of us. You know, it's that part of us that is so pure, so innocent, right? And this is the part of us that communicates a lot of their needs to us. A lot of innocent needs as well, and a lot of deep needs. Like, I need a hug, okay? And other times it's like, I want ice cream, okay? So what we're going to do, and this is a massive step into self-love and self-compassion for ourselves, is we're going to think about our inner child for a second. How old are they? How old is our inner child? Okay, my inner child is 4 years old. She is 4 years old and she is so cute. She is so sweet. She's such a little actress. You know, she's a little comedian. I love her. I've been doing this since I was a child. You know, so I always say my inner child runs the show, always. And we're also going to be giving them an age. How old is your inner child? My inner child is 4, like I said, right? And a name. Oh, maybe that's what I already said that. I apologize. Their name. What is their name? What is the name of your inner child? My inner child is little Brenda. Little Brenda, she's so little. Okay? So you're going to picture that. How old is your inner child and what is their name? Okay? Now I want you to picture what they are wearing, what they look like. Mine has a little bit of a bowl cut and she has bangs. She kind of looks like Dora the Explorer. Okay? It's kind of like my inner child. And what I would love for you to do, okay, is I want you to talk to them. I want you to talk to your inner child. And I want you to start that dialogue with them. And be like, who are you? What do you like? What do you not like? What do you need from me? How can I make you feel safe? Right? How can I make you feel safe? How can I make you feel valued? And you will be so surprised as to what they say. Little Brenda's always asking for ice cream. I don't know if she didn't get enough ice cream at 4 years old, but let me tell you, that girl is like, I need ice cream all day long. And then I'm like, okay, after I finish this email, okay? After we finish this emails, I promise you, we will get some ice cream, okay? And the thing is, you have to stay true to your promise. And I do, and I give her ice cream. Because if I don't, then I'm going to hear from it, and she's going to be mad, and then I'm going to feel it inside. And I'm going to be like, ooh, I wasn't true to myself. Jess says, thank you for this, Brenda. Thank you for being here, Jess. Thank you, thank you. And so this is what I want you to practice, okay? I'm going to leave you with that technique. That's going to be your little homework, okay? So after the session ends, I want you to ask yourself these questions and tap in. And that's one of the best ways that we can also show ourselves some self-compassion. So now I'm going to open it up to all of you, okay? That was great, and I hope that was useful and restorative for you, and I'm happy to answer any questions if you drop them in the chat. Any questions, any comments, I'm here for it. Yes, the Shift community says, let us know how that was for you. We hope you feel shifted. Feel free to drop questions in the chat. I feel so much more relaxed in my body. I feel so much more present. That's how I feel, right? And now I want to hear from all of you. How do you feel? I feel like I'm definitely going to get some ice cream after this because it is hot. It is so hot. It is so hot, but I'm definitely going to get some ice cream afterwards. That was beautiful. And also, before anyone types anything, or if you're already typing it, wonderful. But regardless, oh, hold on. Dean says, when do you recommend to use these techniques? Daily or only when stressed? Great question, Dean. I recommend to use these techniques any time of the day, every day if you'd like. there's no set time of like, you have to do this at 12 p.m. and you have to do this at 2 p.m. and then 5 p.m. or else it's all gonna, blow over. No, but these are techniques now that you now have in your positivity coping skills toolbox that you can kind of dig in and go, hey, I need a little shift, right? I need a little shift into a better state. I wanna feel better. I wanna feel better. Or I just wanna feel even better than I feel right now, But definitely if we are feeling some stress or anxiety, or if we're feeling down and out, these tools are beautiful and they're great for you to practice. Nadia says that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Nadia and Mo, for trusting me with this. They are the co-founders of The Shift. So thank you to the both of you for allowing me to do this and trust me with your shift sessions. And this is the kickoff, everybody. This is the kickoff of the shift sessions. There's going to be another one next week. Melissa says, feeling restored. I love it. And again, the next one next week, Melissa will be guiding it. She is a phenomenal breathwork facilitator. She is so talented at what she does, and I can't wait to tune in for that one, by the way, because I will be present. Melissa says, and wondering what your recommendation is when you don't feel grateful. Fake it till you make it? Or is there a way to access gratitude when feeling cruddy? Asking for a friend. I love that you asked this, and your friend is very lucky to have you ask this question for them. So what do we do if we're not feeling grateful, right? Fake it till I make it. That could work. That's one way to do it. Absolutely. Another way to do it is I'm going to do a plug. Right here is my gratitude journal. Okay, it's the Getting Mental Gratitude Journal that you can purchase on Amazon. Okay, if you go to my link in bio on my Instagram at official Brenda Z, and you can purchase yourself a copy of the Getting Mental Gratitude Journal so you can create your own gratitude practice. Also, it doesn't have to be this journal. Okay, you can use whatever journal or whatever piece of paper, but I do recommend that we create a practice, okay? A practice where we either create a structure of the morning, doing it in the morning, doing it at night before bed, okay? And I talk about why. In a lot of my workshops, actually I should say all of my workshops, I talk about why. There's a neuroscience aspect as to why it's important to practice gratitude in the morning and at night. Let's practice it throughout the day, but when we practice it in the morning at night, there are additional benefits as well. Mo says, this was amazing to stop and take time for this. I am so happy. I'm so happy. And also, Melissa, you said, is there a way to access gratitude when feeling cruddy? Yes, 100%. Let's say you don't have a practice established yet. Even just sitting with yourself, set a timer. Let's do a 1 minute, 2 minute timer. Okay, we can all do that. I want you to sit with yourself and I want you to feel 3 things that you're grateful for in depth. I want you to feel them. Even if you're like, oh, everything is like icky all around and like I'm feeling cruddy and it's just, I want you to know that your mind is so much more powerful than you think. And when you sit down, even for just a minute or 2, and you tell yourself, we are going to feel 3 things that we're grateful for, and we're going to remember why. It has a shift on the brain and the body. So, there you go. Thank you so much. Melissa, I have one and can vouch for this amazing gratitude journal. Love it! You have my gratitude journal. I love this. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your support. I love it. And you can also, for those of you watching, you can DM me for a signed copy. And I personally sign the whole front page. I write a nice message and I ship it out to you. So again, thank you again for joining this week's shift session. If you want to see more of these shift sessions, please DM the shift, okay? And let us know, let them know, even suggest the topic, right, of what you would like to see. And you can learn more about my work at my Instagram, official Brenda Z. Okay. Also my website by my full name, BrendaZuniga.com, which is available in my link tree of my Instagram, official Brenda Z. Okay, Z as in zebra, just one letter. Official Brenda Z. And that's where you can find more of my work. I do mindfulness and comedy workshops where I bring these tools to schools and corporate nonprofits, private events. I am to be booked and entertain and help shift us all into a better state. I also do motivational speeches, and I am a motivational speaker, a keynote speaker, the works, okay? And I am here. I'm here for all of you. I'm also going to be doing group workshops, so please stay tuned for that as well. I will be launching more of these tools in a group workshop setting that you can sign up for, and I'm very excited to connect with all of you. So again, thank you so much to The Shift. Thank you, Mo, Nadia, everybody who joined today. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all so much. And let's keep shifting together.